Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And recently I watched this documentary about Stan Lee, the Marvel legend, from a couple of years ago, but I've just recently seen it, so I thought, why not talk about it? I gotta say, I absolutely love Stan Lee. I'm a big fan of his work, from Marvel comics to his cameos in the Marvel films, and what he have achieved with Marvel is absolutely mesmerizing to me. He's literally a legend, and this documentary is there to celebrate his achievements, which I really appreciated. And I gotta say, this documentary was very informative. I didn't know some of the things about his early life, so it goes from literally from his early days up until the end of 2010s, or it doesn't feature his unfortunate passing away, but it goes right up until his cameos in the recent MCU films. And like I said, it's very informative. I learned a lot of things actually that I didn't know. I probably they're in the books or biographies and stuff, but I was really enjoying going through his life and what he has achieved and the ups and downs. The way they tell this story is with archival footage and some comic panels, but usually they have these clay figurines as Stan Lee in the Marvel office, or just his daily life. I thought that was very well made and it was quite unique. But I wish they featured more. That was one of my biggest issues. They keep using the same figurines and the same sets. I wish they actually embraced that, because that was one of the strongest points of the documentary. Just yeah, I wish they used more of it rather than just recycling the same footages that they had. Maybe it was a budget or a time issue, but I don't know, just commit to it. That was very unique. And I gotta say that I wish this documentary was longer. I feel like they stripped away a lot and cut it, because even though it's an hour and 20 minutes, it was very short. I felt like they could have covered a lot more, which I was expecting that they would before pressing play on the documentary. But it was quite vague in some parts, but very informative in other parts, which was very jarring to see for me. They really tried to bury a lot of the drama that he had behind the scenes. You know, I know that this documentary is about Stanley's achievements, and I congratulate that. I love the guy, but I wanted to see his real, the real drama in the Marvel Comics office. What went down with Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko? I think that would have been a more compelling documentary to tell. Yeah, he should have went more in depth, more of his drama, and how that creativity of creating characters, born out of this drama. I think that would have been really, really interesting to see. I really wanted to get right in the point of how highs and lows affected Stanley and Marvel in general. But yeah, we didn't get it. Still though, it was a very enjoyable watch. It was very informative. I gotta say, it was very sweet. The scenes featuring his daughter, his wife, his earlier childhood relationship with his family, how he got the job at Marvel was very endearing to me, and by the end I was really tearing up. I was tearing up especially with the last scene and him telling one of his colleagues that please look after my boy, which is Spider-Man. Yeah, that was really, really bittersweet for me. The legacy he built really means a lot to me, and as a Marvel and comic book fan, I really, really applaud what he did. But like I said, I wish this documentary went a little bit more further into his life and more in depth. But anyways, hopefully in the future, I would really like to see a more in-depth Stanley documentary, because he really deserves it. If you've seen it, what do you think about it? Please let me know down below. Thank you always for watching. I'll see everyone on the next video.